Alrighty, fellas, yo, what's up? My name's Patrouski. Welcome to a PokeMMO Stream Recap 454, your daily source of tips, tricks, news, information, everything happening in Pokemon. We discuss it every single day here over on my channel. Go ahead and subscribe if you want to see these videos every single day. If not, I totally understand. Let's just go ahead and jump into it. We have catch events to cover. We have Shiny Corsola able to get for free from a catch event coming up if you're able to make it on Friday, the 16th of January. I feel like we've seen catch events lean towards the weekends a lot more recently. This is on the 16th of January at Friday at 2 p.m. ET. Cherry Grove City in Johto. Plus 10 for Corsola. Starmie is 0. Krabby's minus 5. Nature bonus is plus 5 for bold Pokemon. You probably don't. Ooh, do you want to synchronize here becomes a big question. It depends on the catch rate of all these Pokemon. If you could quick ball them, and then how many encounters you actually get. I feel like if you catch up, I would probably catch up with Krabby's. I probably wouldn't synchronize here, but I could be wrong. We have to test that, honestly. That's the beauty of catch events, trying to test every single one. There's a Shiny Corsola up for grabs. This is a multi-100-hour shiny hunt generally, so you can save hundreds of hours and get some free RP just by coming and participating in this catch event. Good luck to everybody going for that. Next up, we have the Fluff Wheel Forest, a great name for an upcoming catch event on Saturday the 17th of January at 11 a.m. ET. If you aren't familiar with catch events or are looking for guides, I do have guides on my channel, how to prepare for them, how to enter them, how to submit your catch, all that stuff. We do have details and information on the channel. Pinwheel Forest in Unova, you have 1 hour to catch Cottony, Pansage, Petal, and Sawaddle, and nature bonus are plus 5 for bold, plus 3 for timid, and then you have a chance to win a shiny Cottony, which could be a shiny Whimsicott with a Prankster in raids, or just a shiny Cottony sacrificial Pokemon for your Jimmy runs. So you can do a lot of things. Everybody could use a shiny Cottony essentially. There's also a team scavenger hunt coming up. This is a little more organized, and you do have to sign up for this, which is a little bit more complicated. This is on Sunday the 18th of January at 3 p.m. ET. You have to sign up over on the forums. I linked the post in the last stream recap, but I might do in this one as well. I'm honestly really shocked. I'm shocked that it has as little interest as it does, but it also does make a bit of sense. This sign up only event, which is only on the forums, which most people don't check the forums, number one, and then number two, the prize is not that great for this event. No disrespect, I love the staff, I love that. I know they do everything they can, right? 500 RP per winning team member, no shiny, not even like it's just not enough of a prize in my opinion to put in all this effort. And because of that, I think we're seeing one sign up. I'm actually blown. I mean, it makes sense. It does make sense, but it's still kind of surprising. We're post Xmas event. A lot of people take a break right now. I always say this is we're on the roller coaster of event season where like the player base numbers go up and down very rapidly. Oh, as the Xmas event comes in, it goes up. People play a ton. People are grinding, and then as the event ends, at post Xmas event burnout happens. People get tired, blah blah blah. Also, like, you have to factor in like the IRL stuff. It's not just PokeMMO, right? People are busy with actual holidays, right? Christmas, New Year's, starting New Year's resolutions. So PokeMMO is a little bit quieter around these times. If you're still playing, if you're still hanging out during these times, you're a fucking real one. Happy to have you. If you're taking a break, super fucking fair. I hope you have take a break with what you love and what you enjoy, and then come back to PokeMMO. We'll still be here, happy to have you whenever you want to play the game and enjoy it. I think it's a really beautiful sentiment to push, is to not force yourself. I see a lot of Pokemon players who like force themselves to play the game when they maybe don't want to, and they end up feeling frustrated and blaming the game as opposed to taking that break when they really need it. So just encouraging that I think is really, really important. Next up, we have our community showcase. Let's go ahead and jump into it. First things first, congrats to T-Matt on getting his shiny Zangoose. This was quite a quite a spread, right? So C-Dot at 28,000 encounters. I'm gonna make it a little bit bigger. C-Dot at 28k, another C-Dot at 111k encounters, C-Dot at 3,700, and then C-Dot at 5,200, and then Zangoose finally at 21k. Really cool shiny hunt. A pretty like all over the place hunt. You see some really lucky, 3k into 5k is really good, but also that 111k dry streak is really, really fucking crazy, right? And then this guy, dude, I could not shout out this guy's shiny because he just has the best IGN I've ever seen. This guy's name is Goofy Ball Guy. Goofy Ball Guy with his second shiny in PokeMMO, man. Congratulations to you, dude. You love to see it. I just loved his IGN. It was just a perfect IGN. You got to give some love to that. Next up, Johnny Johnson got his first shiny in PokeMMO. He started playing a week ago. He got a shiny Furret. I don't know if he was legendary hunting would be my guess. This is a single encounter shunt. Single encounter shunt. 2 times 31. Amazing, like amazing. I like less than 7k encounters. This is an amazing first shiny. Crazy good for shiny for a new Pokemon player. So congratulations to this guy. Just really fucking cool to see. All right, next up, Barry some good IGNs, man. We have some good Pokemon players these days, man. Barry Barnacles just completed the Pokedex and is making great progress in the game. I think shouting out your average player like this, 1,200 hours played, like this guy is gaming, doing great stuff. Getting your Pokedex complete is a huge achievement, man. Congratulations to Barry. Next up, this is a cool one. Cordero, I believe is the name. Cordero, Cordeiro. I think it was his Discord name, so apologies if I got that wrong. This guy got 2 back-to-back Safari shinies. Poliwag, back-to-back. One at 26,000 encounters. The next one at 3 encounters. Almost like 1 encounter back-to-back. But the craziest part to me is that he caught them both. The odds of getting 2 shinies back-to-back like this is insane. The odds of it happening in the Safari Zone while single encountering is even more insane. And then the odds of actually catching both of these in the Safari Zone. Oh, it's so crazy. It's so the fact that the 3 encounter is already nuts. The fact they're both in the Safari, but it's so crazy. It's so fucking impressive, man. That's so impressive. Next up, a shiny Shelter hunt. Dude, I knew that chum buckets are expensive. I knew that chum buckets are busted and they're super good. And it's one of those things like you have to use chum buckets if you're going to fishing shunt, which is, you know, a questionable thing, right? But I didn't know how expensive they were. Shout out to Raph who got a shiny Shelter. I love shiny Shelter. I think Shelter is one of my favorite, if not my favorite, Kanto shiny. It is an S tier shiny for me. It's so freaking good. It's so freaking good, right? This hunt, 300, I count it, 300 chum buckets is 21 million Pokeyen. 21.6 million Pokeyen or so. That's fucking crazy, dude. It's insane. It's so fucking impressive, man. Shout out to this guy. It's so, congratulations, Raph. That is crazy, dude. And then next up, dude, okay, I'm underrating. This showcase is kind of fucking nuts, dude. This showcase is kind of fucking nuts. Jiro, what are you doing, man? Bro got a shiny okay, we have to talk about, we'll get back to the Beldum. He went from shiny Beldum, wild Beldum, Meteor Falls, into shiny Phoebus. Why are you wild hunting what are you doing, bro? He got shiny Beldum after 4 phases at 380 encounters. I don't know what the other phases were, the other encounters, to be fair. Do you know how many phases Beldum is on average? I'm pretty sure Beldum's like a 1% spawn, maybe a 2% spawn. At Meteor Falls. It's a very rare spawn. This shit is crazy. Yeah, obviously, we know that Xanarchy. We know that Bagon and Sheldon hunting is good. That's a 22, I think 22% or so if you include all the encounters. But getting Beldum after 4 phases on the way is fucking insane. That's what's fucking crazy, because it's a 100 phase on average shunt. That's 1%, right? That's what's so fucking, like, this Beldum is insane. Wild Beldums at Meteor Falls are fucking crazy, dude. So shout out to Jiro. It's a 100 phase average shunt. That's insane. Yeah, 99 phases. Yeah, it's so fucking crazy, man. Congratulations to him, dude. Oh my goodness, dude. I'm losing it over. Congratulations to Z Schnaps. He got this today, dude. This is fresh. Actually fresh. Actually fresh. Holy, dude. Oh my goodness. 7,400 encounters, 9:20 a.m. Oh my goodness. Fucking gorgeous. No, this is a great question. Kyle said, I don't know if you mentioned before, but is there any change to the game that would make you go back to your main account even part-time? I mean, I even play my main account part-time right now. I try to go back every so often for investments and like making Pokeyen and trying to sustain capital. When you have money, you want to like use it. You're just like, sitting in your, you know, it shouldn't be sitting there doing nothing. But I honestly don't flip. I probably could flip a lot more and make more money on my main account pretty passively while still playing the Ironman account. I've been a little lazy on that. But in terms of like updates that would make me go back, I'm just not, I don't know. I'm just enjoying the game on the Ironman account. That's something I really think about or worry about, you know? I try, like I always say, I love PokeMMO and there are problems that I want to solve. I don't really think of it as like, oh man, I'm not enjoying it, but if this update happened, then I would enjoy it. I always say, like, to me, like that reminds me of like an abusive relationship. Like if you're not enjoying PokeMMO, but you think an update would save it and you kind of constantly go back and like that, is a little worrisome to me. I feel like you should just, it's okay, you should just enjoy PokeMMO and then be like, an update would make it better. An update would do this, you know? I could be wrong, obviously, but I feel like whatever floats your boat. But I feel like players who are looking for an update to fix their enjoyment of the game, it might be time to move on, or might be like take a break, or, you know, like for your own happiness. I want you to play games that you enjoy, right? I'm not trying to like shit, you know. It's not your fault. I'm not trying to like shame these people. If you don't enjoy the game, don't, you know, move on or whatever. But there are ways you can kind of spark newfound enjoyment in Pokemon. I always say, like, try new things. Just go explore game mechanics you've never explored before. The ribbon system, PvP, whether it's randoms or constructed, farming, you know, or EV trading Pokemon, farming PvP Pokemon. Do something you've never done. Shiny hunt. Do something you've never done before, right? Explore different NPCs, like the Cynthia fight. You know, maybe you've never hard scale farm. Try something new, right? I love this question. Someone said, do you think 1 mil Pokeyen in 1 day challenge is still possible? If you don't know, I did a challenge account years ago where I made 1 million Pokeyen in 1 day to show new players that you can make Pokeyen. It does take game knowledge and experience, and that's the, you know, I hope I can try to give you guys some of that, right? I don't think, and I could be wrong, I don't think 1 mil Pokeyen in 1 day challenge is possible anymore without like flipping. Epoch did a video, he crushed it. Epoch did a video doing that, and he flipped a ton and made a ton of Pokeyen, right? Flipping is really good, but flipping is also requires like game knowledge and experience and all these things that you, that's like a hard, I can't even like, it's hard to give game knowledge or give the experience of flipping. You almost have to experience it for yourself versus like telling players like, oh yeah, go catch Padoves and sell the male 31 attacks for, you know, like 150k an hour. Like that was really easy back in the day, like really easy back in the day. It was still a lot of game knowledge, still a lot, honestly, but it was more accessible and easy to spread that information. I don't feel confident that I could make 1 million Pokeyen in 1 day from scratch in the current Pokemon economy, but I could, you know, a few years ago. At the same time, if I were to ask you, if you were to ask me how much would it cost to build a PvP team 4 years ago, I probably would have said 1 million Pokeyen. If you ask me nowadays how much to build a full functional PvP team, that's like, you know, not obviously not 5 times, not obviously maybe not even 2 times 31. You could probably build a full PvP team now for a few $100K. Like you can get some disgustingly cheap PvP comps. One of the cheapest things right now is Starmies and Staryus. Let's look for like timid. Let's see. It's still 100K, but that's 100. But 100K. This is perfect. This is 31 speed, 31 attack. This used to be like a 300K Pokemon. With hidden ability access, let's do like Starmie as well. A level 100 perfect PvP, PVM, whatever is 40K. This is this used to be with only one. This used to be like a 180K, maybe 200K Pokemon. Good IV Pokemon have never been cheaper, which is good and bad. It makes it hard to make Pokeyen, it makes it hard, but it makes buying things much cheaper. And if you're a new player trying to develop your account, buy, like right now, buy good Pokemon. They're so disgustingly cheap, and I'm hoping we see some market changes and market fixes to good IV Mons, supply and demand, coming up in the Lunar event before or after. Really hope it, cross my fingers there. Yo, this is a really real sentiment. Someone in chat, I appreciate you sharing this. Someone said, as someone that lost motivation some months ago to continue playing, what are some daily goals not too overwhelming to achieve when you play? This is a great question, man. I think as long as you're making a little bit of progress, and like also like, what's the like if taking a break is what you need, do that obviously. But then obviously, I think giving yourself some idea of control and feeling you can accomplish things is so important for Pokemon players. You bring up like small goals. I'm a big fan of like, okay, a small little jotted list that everybody can try. Like you can adjust the encounters, that can depend on what your method is or whatever, but I would try to earn 200,000 Pokeyen a day. That's really easy, really achievable. Like that's like an hour of gameplay, of whether it's or even less, whether it's a Jimmy run. I think 200K Pokeyen, 1,000 encounters, and then 1 PvP game. I think that covers like all the big metrics. You could even add like, or change or replace like, oh, like 1 good Pokemon create. It's like 1 Pokemon EV trained or XP trained, 1 new competitive Pokemon made, 1 raid Pokemon made. I think what the Pokemon community needs more than I need to like cook up something and it's on that I can do personally. I need to think of an idea. Yeah, I think it's a very reasonable goal that you can achieve every day and feel good and like get that confidence back and get that motivation, slowly build it up, right? I think I need to work on a big goals list. I've been thinking for a while now. Pokemon players need more incentive and they need a big achievement list. I think we just need an achievement log, whether official or unofficial. Wink wink. I think that's where I've been toying around with the idea of recently. So just keep an eye out. I might need to prioritize that even higher than what I've been doing, but I might need to keep it, we might need to I might need to put more resources into that. So just keep an eye out for some sort of content related to that. And I think there could be, I think we as a community could do so much for the game and not just have to rely on the devs to always update or fix things, even though I would love for them to, do more. But I think we as a community can do a lot in terms of creating content for the game. Something like that would be amazing. Play games for, like, honestly, we need leagues, like a seasonal game that resets every 2 to 3 months. There are so many amazing ideas that we've seen in other MMOs or other games similar to PokeMMO that I think would excel here. I think like we might be pushing towards something like, I would like to try to fix the economy and fix other things first, but like I think leagues could be the next step if we have trouble fixing the main server. Like that could be phenomenal. Like increased XP rates, increased shiny rates for like a limited short term thing, and earn like a permanent vanity or permanent reward in the main server. I think we've already had like PTSs, public test servers, in the past for things like Johto, new region releases, testing mechanics. The Halloween event, we had a PTS, right? Like I think leads similar to old school RuneScape or Path of Exile would really work well in PokeMMO, honestly. So okay, good question. Someone said, do you think we'll be seeing anything around the 27th of February, since the Lunar New Year event will be active during that time, plus that day is the 30th anniversary of Pokemon? I don't think PokeMMO is going to do anything to celebrate the 30th anniversary of Pokemon, or I haven't thought that, but maybe they'll celebrate it since it's in the middle of the Lunar New Year event, like drop some sort of update or drop some sort of like extra raid or something like that, but then not announce it as like part, because why would they want to? I don't think they want to draw that attention. That feels weird to like celebrate that, but I feel like maybe we'll just take a little bit of extra and just have it be like, oh, it's like part of the Lunar New Year event, like, wink wink. I don't know. Well, that makes me more interested, or more like, it makes me think it's more like possible. Versus before, I didn't think they would do anything at all. That's a good question. Someone said, Patrouski, why are item magnet charm 50% more expensive than item magnet charm 100% on the GTL? I don't know if this is now a collector's item, like it got discontinued, because I don't know. Why is this 33K? This one's 31K. I actually have no idea. It's a great question. I have no idea. This one is a discontinued, so it's a collector's item. So that one makes sense. There's 2 on the GTL. It's a cool little collector's item to know about, Most of the 25% charms, I believe, are all discontinued. If you can find them, Battle points. Let's see. I can't only find one for item magnet or whatever. So those are collector's item. But I think this, I don't know. I don't know if this was also, I'm not sure. Good question. But alrighty, fellas, that's the stream. Bit of a 4-hour one today. Like up and down, not a whole lot, a lot of yapping about sports and non-Pokemon topics. So the stream recap might be a little bit light. If you want to see those discussions, you can check me out live on Twitch Monday through Thursday at 12 p.m. ET. Subscribe if you want to see daily Pokemon videos. I feel like right now Pokemon's just a little quiet, a little chill, a little casual. We're post-event. It's the new year. I think people are trying new things. People are taking a break post-event. This is normal. This is typical. And I hope to see Pokemon pop up a bit more as we see that Lunar New Year event popping up around February 17th or so. So keep an eye out for that. I will see you guys later. Have a great night. I'll see you Wednesday. And for now, guys, peace, Reno. Yo, what's up? Outro Patrouski here. I wanted to take this second to say thank you so much for watching the entire video. It is thanks to people like you I'm able to make the content that I do, as well as everybody whose name is listed here. That's it for me. Have a fantastic day.